Hello everybody, it is Onaliji back again with my predictions and opinions. Okay, I will not be watching this event. Not because I don't wanna, but because I have a baseball tournament and I can't miss that. And this is at like a weird time. It's like at like the main card starts like 12 p.m. where I am, and the main card's at like 9. And I have like an early game and like a midday game, so it really doesn't work out. But anyway, I'm going to begin my predictions, opinions per usual, but I will not be doing a breakdown afterwards like I normally do. I'm also really running late on this video, so I'm going to try to post it tonight, and you'll be seeing the video on the day of, and all like the clips and stuff. I'll try to have that shit out by tonight, so like you guys can just scroll through the clips. Cody Gibson versus Abdul Hussein. This Cody Gibson guy is kind of a veteran. If you see me looking to the left, I'm looking at notes. He's a mixed UFC run of 21-12. Well, yes, he's 22-12. But he's 2-4 recently. Last fight was a loss to Damon Blackshear. Abdul Hussein is a well-rounded grappler control fighter, 15-2, and this is his UFC debut. Obviously, they don't have a picture of him because, you know, UFC is just great. His last fight was a win in boxing ICF. I have Abdul Hussein winning this fight against Cody Gibson. I don't really see it being close. Nurolo Aliyev. He is a elite wrestler. He's good at grinding, and he's a volume striker. He's 11-0. He's unbeaten. Last fight was a decision win over Shaquem Rock. This Mike Davis, I need to stop saying It's really pissing me off. Mike Davis is a power boxer. He's durable, and he's 12-3, 5-2 in the UFC. His last fight was a TKO win over Mitch Ramirez. If I'm gonna pick one, Aliyev can definitely take down Davis and keep him there, but I really think this is a hard fight. Davis looked alright in the weight cut. I'm taking Mike Davis to put a 1 beside Aliyev. A little underdog nip. God damn it. I've been pretty hot with underdog nips, and I've only lost 3 of my predictions, so I'm gonna go off a limb, take this. If it hits, good on me. But I can't always go with the favorite. I think that this is a really, really good value on Davis. The next fight, Magomed Ankalaev versus Bredson Ribeiro. Magomed Ankalaev, he's a finisher, and he has a perfect record of 6-0. This is his UFC debut. His last fight was a finish win over Caio Machado in a regional title. This Bredson Ribeiro is a submission/striking mix, and he's kind of struggling recently. He has a 17-10, 2-5 in the UFC. His last fight was a submission loss to Abdul Rekim Yakayev. I have Magomed Ankalaev to go 7-0 pretty easily. I don't really see this being an issue for him. It's a debut slime out, pretty much. That's what we got going on here. Islam Bonfim, the I think he's the older brother of Gabriel Bonfim, but he's a lot less impressive, unfortunately. And he's against Axel Sola. And Axel Sola's good. He looked really good, but no, not him. Never mind. I was going to say something, but I don't think that's him. Something about staff. Ismail Bonfim. He's a power striker. He's 20-6. His last fight was a TKO loss to Chris Padilla. He's on a 2-fight skid. Axel Sola. He's a karate-based striker, kicks knees. He's 11-1 with a draw. His last fight was a decision loss to Mason Jones, his first pro loss. I have to go with Axel Sola. Next fight, we have... God, what the shit? Next fight, we have Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Sam Patterson. Santiago is a veteran pressure striker, power puncher, 30-9. Some sources 31-9. Santiago, he's a pressure striker, power puncher. He's 31-9. His last fight was a KO loss to Daniel Rodriguez. Sam Patterson is a finisher, KO submix, 93% stoppage rate and 14-3, 1 draw. His last fight was a decision loss to Michael Page. Michael Page is not a bad loss. I have Sam Patterson to beat up Santiago. Dustin Jacoby versus Mohamed Saidov. Dustin Jacoby. He's kind of like a ranky kickboxer. He's a timing power striker. 22-9 and 1 draw. He's on a 3-fight finish streak. His last fight was a TKO win over Julius Walker. Magomed Ankalaev, dynamic kicker slash striker, judo. He's judo. He's 9-0, and this is UFC debut. His last fight was a first round KO over Luis Henrique da Silva. This is weird matchmaking because this guy's on a 3-win streak of KOs and this is his debut. I think I'm going to have to take Dustin Jacoby just because he's on such a big streak. I don't see him losing to some like UFC debut kid that's like kind of nervous, so I'm picking Dustin Jacoby. Last fight on the prelims is Walter Walker versus Thomas Peterson. This is like the blob matchup masterclass. This is like Slimy Colossus versus like Kool-Aid Man. This isn't great. It's gonna be a fun fight. Walter Walker, his brother, is also in the UFC. Walter Walker is a submission specialist. He's a heel hook killer. Okay, he gets everybody in heel hooks. 15-1. He's ranked number 13 in heavyweights. Last fight, heel hook win over Louis Sutherland. I'm pretty sure he voices for the Bare Knuckle Boxing Corporation. I think I've seen that. Anyway, I'm not even saying what Thomas Peterson is or what he's good at. I think Walter Walker's gonna get this guy in a heel hook submission, or just I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna beat up Thomas Peterson extremely, and it's gonna be one-sided. Walter Walker. Next fight we have Abubakar Vagayev versus Seged. See, they're testing me, man. I'm going to say something racist because I can't pronounce these names, okay? I'm just going to say my winner. Abubakar, well-rounded decision heavyweight volume fighter, 24-4. This is his UFC debut. 24-4 with his UFC debut? Where was he fighting last? I don't know. He was in the regionals and it is a decision win over Albert Tumanov. Saigon, not saying it. Dagestani, wrestler, grappler. Habib lineage. He's in the Habib family tree, you know what I'm saying? Submission heavy 22-3. And you won UFC. Last fight was a loss his UFC debut to Nicholas Dalby. I personally have Abubakar Vagayev to beat the Habib cousin. Next fight, we have DC's twin brother versus Rizvan Kuniev. Rizvan Kuniev, he's a heavy pressure control striker, heavy machinery style. 13-3, won no contest. He's ranked number 8. Last fight was a decision win over Jailton Almeida. Then we have Tyrell Fortune, knockout artist, dirty boxing clinch. 18-3. He's ranked number 9. His last fight was a decision win over Marcin Tibria, his UFC debut. I think that Rizvan Kuniev is going to beat Tyrell Fortune, and I think it's going to be very like control and just moving around, out gassing him out. John Pork versus Damian Rizepeki. I do not think that either of these guys are bad. I just think John Pork is better than Damian. Okay, I think Damian is a good fighter, and I don't think that he is going to keep losing, but I think he's going to lose to John Pork just because of how good my boy JP Chonko is. So I have to pick JP, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, I think this is going to be a really, really good test for JP. If he can dominate Damian in his debut, he's going to have a great run, and I'm very excited. Islam Dulatov versus Wellington Turman. Islam Dulatov is a high-volume striker slash finisher. Perfect finish rate, 12-1. Last fight was a KO win over Adam Fugit in his UFC debut. Wellington Turman is a veteran grappler. Submission. Inconsistent, 18-8. His last fight was a submission loss to Jared Gooden. Has been out for 2.5 years. I have Islam Dulatov winning this. Now, here's the thing. He's literally the UFC looks maxer. He's the best looking UFC fighter in the entire UFC, but he has staff. So should we be looking Turman's way? No, that's a trick. Islam Dulatov is going to win this fight. Steve Usyk versus Ramirez Steve Usyk versus Ramazan Tamarov. I'm not gonna like read off this shit. Steve Usyk has a very, very, very hard resume. He's lost to the best. He's literally lost to the best people. We have to remember that Ramazan's been out for a long time. I don't know. I'm not gonna say how long he's been out, but he's been out for a long time. And he was roided up, and we just seen what happened to somebody who was roided up. My lock of the night is Steve Usyk. It's tied 50-50. He was underdog. Steve Usyk's gonna win this fight. That's the closest fight of the night. Steve Usyk's winning. I'm gonna shock the world. I want this clipped. I want this clipped all over. Magomed Ankalaev is gonna get slimed out by Guskov the Hitman. Okay? This is my underdog nip. Is he an underdog still? He's a crazy underdog. I'm putting money on this. I think Guskov is going to slime out Ankalaev. Everyone's saying that Magomed's gonna win. Literally everyone that I've seen. I think I hate Ankalaev. I hate him. I do not like. Well, I don't hate him as a person. I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't like his fighting. He beat Alex Pereira, and that was impressive. It wasn't impressive. He held him up against the fence, made a whole bunch of crazy tweets, and then got chinned the next fight. I have Guskov winning. Now, I will not be doing a breakdown, but I will be adding all these fights into the tally and maybe just talk about it a little bit, but I won't be able to talk about the fights because I won't be watching them. When Guskov wins, I will be back on here and I will be talking about it. I'm going to be ranting because I'm going to be like I'm an uber genius. If he doesn't win, then this video will be getting deleted and any short that I make after this. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.